What is up, people of YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Back of the Gravel Pack. Currently on a group ride Thursday night, Ottawa, Kansas, heading out for a sunset moonrise out on the Flint Hills Nature Trail. Taking a minute to let you know about this week's video. This is from an event we hosted here in Ottawa, Kansas. I say we, I didn't do any hosting at all. But what I did do is a secret popsicle, beverage, pretzel, you name it, stop near the end of the route. So Bad Astra 2020 is the episode this week, and because I was out doing SAG, I asked a couple of my good friends to do some guest hosting as they rode the 50-mile route. So give it a watch, let us know what you think, and enjoy.
Hey everyone, welcome to the special guest edition of Back of the Gravel Pack. This may be a decision Rich regrets instantly or just springboards him to the Ocho by next season. We'll see. And coming to you from downtown Ottawa for the Bad Astra. I'm going to be doing the 50-mile this year. I did the 100-mile last year. Kind of a fun course. Be riding the Trek Checkpoint today. Great bike, love it. And I'm running 43s on the front, Gravel King SKs. I've actually got 40 Kenda Alluviums on the back. This is what I rode for Unbound as well, and it's served me well. Like the higher volume tires, just a little bit more comfort without giving up a whole lot of speed. Also a little bit better flat protection, sidewall protection with that higher volume as well. So I haven't regretted sticking with 40 or above on these. Looking forward to it. Catch up with you.
All right, Back of the Gravel Pack special guest appearance today from JR Glenn and my concho. We're riding the 50 today. I'm doing something a little different.
Gonna ride a single speed Salsa Storm Chaser.
Usually I ride a Salsa Cutthroat. I'm a little bigger guy, a little bigger tires, but been on the bike about 4 years now, so I'm gonna try something a little different. Borrowed a bike from a buddy, so we'll see how it goes. So here's my trusty steed for the day.
Salsa Storm Chaser, aluminum frame, carbon fork. Now I usually ride a pretty wide tire, but we're on 38s today.
And I'm about 250. So we'll see how that goes. I'm notorious for busting sidewalls. I got one tube. If that doesn't make it through, I guess I'll have alternative plans of drinking Montuckies somewhere with Rich. But
not a big single speed guy, but running with the 42 on the front, and I think got an 18 on the back. So hopefully it's hefty approved, and we'll see how this goes. My longest ride on it prior to this is about 25 miles.
Getting ready to launch. Got our little Emporia contingent here. Got a few of us.
There's the fast guys. Ottawa legend, Corey Smith.
That'd be awesome.
We're gonna go past this statue, Tim Duncan,
He's not the 50 and he is finishing the 100.
former basketball star, Ottawa University,
I did like half the time
current
to him.
gravel
This
star.
is awesome.
No, far from
I did. And then Hunter came in after me,
The
so
Ted
I felt
King of
even
Emporia.
more awesome.
3, 2, 1.
Got the neutral rollout, but the neutral rollout's going about 25 miles an hour, but that's cool.
Feeling good about today.
JR's feeling good about today.
Dad's gonna be a movie star.
We're all moving. movie stars today. Lynn Blue Bob, Emporia Great, Legend.
I don't know about a
On one of the spicier neutral rollouts I've ever been a part of.
Spicy.
Got a little feisty there.
Oh, Bad Astra.
I always like watching the first turn of the race, seeing the groups turn, see the varied people that come to these types of things. Seems like a pretty good group today. But yeah, about 5 miles in, first turn on the gravel here. Just a beautiful morning. Franklin County Hero gravel, here we are. So, as you might expect, I'm a sucker for Twinkies. About 7 miles in, there was a Twinkie booth. Stopped and got one. Should help me make it through, I hope. Shout out to Emporia, one of the home bases of Twinkie manufacturing. I live about a mile north of the Twinkie plant. You get a right wind, that wonderful Twinkie smell comes wafting right at my house. It's a real perk of living there. But speaking of perks of living here, Franklin County, beautiful this morning. Now a little corn, looks like it's about ready to be cut. Got some hay baled. Nice little dew and fog. It's gonna be a good day.
Almost halfway to the first checkpoint, so we're about mile 15, 16. About an hour into it. Definitely pretty fast gravel today. Hero gravel. A couple nice dogs here. Hold on. Oh, that always makes it fun. Like I was saying, gravel is definitely fast. Pretty packed down. Rains, dry weather. Haven't really had any B roads. Pretty nice section back there around mile 10. Nice little punchy roller, punchy hills. Gone down through some creeks. Been on a pretty steady, gradual climb for a while. So, keep chugging along. Feeling pretty good so far.
Just went through about a mile of MMR and it was a little muddy in general. I made it through. The Storm Chaser has a ton of clearance and essentially nothing to break. So there you go. One of my favorite albums as a youth was Korn's first CD. And if you remember the album cover for that, it was a real creepy shadow figure walking up to a swing set. Kind of a ominous, dark image. My image today is pretty happy. Enjoying my ride. About 27 miles in, just got into some climbing. Haven't had to get off the bike yet, so I'll count that as a win. One thing I'm gonna have to think of as I get closer to the end, back of the gravel pack is gonna be hosting an unofficial SAG about 10 miles from the finish line. Now I have it on good authority that he has beers, so I'm gonna have to weigh my pride, my time, with the thought of having a beer with a friend. Right now, I'm thinking I'm gonna take him up on that beer. Now, any other day, I'd be drinking that beer. But in the single speed category, in the 50, as far as I know, there are 3 entrants. Now, I don't know if they do podiums for the 50 single speed. I'm not sure they should, but if they do, it's probably like my only chance in my cycling career of getting an award. So, I think at least one single speeder is ahead of me, but I can't see him. He's probably gonna beat me anyway. So, if I get second or third, it doesn't really matter. But, I think there's a tasty snack waiting for me about mile 40. Right now, I think I'm gonna take that snack. I'll let you know. Stay tuned.
So pretty cool little stretch right there. And I don't know how many people saw this little dude. Nice little copperhead. Somebody ran over. Looks like probably ran over him today. Pretty cool. I stopped my race just for that, folks. You're welcome. Pretty cool little section here though.
I don't know if you can see it well on the camera, but there's a pretty sweet overlook here. Nice forested creek bottom. It is September 24th. Leaves are just starting to change. What a wonderful day. Be on a bike. All right, back to the gravel pack. I'm gonna take a break. Quick biology lesson. A little copperhead. He didn't make it, but they have that little green tip of their tail when they're young. You know, Emporia is a wonderful place to ride, but we don't get a lot of this. The canopy, the trees, got a little red, some fall color. That might have just been poison ivy turning red, but still, beautiful day.
And so did they have like this instead of
All right, checkpoint mile 36. Not gonna spend a whole lot of time here. Get in and get out. Keep the legs fresh. So, bunch of folks ready to head out. Feeling pretty good. Got a little behind on hydration. Problem having a cool morning. You don't think about drinking as much.
Hey everybody, just pulled out of the SAG stop. Mile 36, I think we're in Pomona, maybe? I don't know, I didn't really pay attention, not that familiar with this neck of the woods, but nice little town. Got a kid on a Power Wheels up here doing burnouts.
43 miles in. Pretty neat little course. I don't think there's a ton of climbing in this back last 20 miles or so. A little soft through this little section here, but all in all, it's been pretty much hero gravel most of the day. So lack of riding over the last few months is definitely starting to catch up a little bit. Still feeling pretty good though.
All right, back to the gravel pack fans. Closing in on mile 40. Got a little descent in front of us. I think that Montucky 16-ounce beer sounded pretty good. It's 10:45 a.m. but I've been working hard. Could probably use a few calories. I don't know where you guys come off on having a beer in the middle of a ride. I've done it both ways. In 2020, I did the DK 100 course, now unbound course, 100. Had a beer in the middle. That didn't go well. Cramped really bad. But there may have been other factors contributing to that, like being fat and out of shape. Having beer in the middle of a group ride every now and then, and it seems to go all right most of the time, but I'm pretty thirsty. It sounds pretty good. If you have any good beer-related stories from the middle of a race or a ride, I'm sure people would love to see those in the comments. So hopefully you have some good ones, hilarious ones even. So please feel free to share. What we have here, we got concession stand,
Look at this guy, single speed.
some sort of van, nondescript white van in the middle of Franklin County handing out.
Dude and his dog, that's all. Nothing to be worried about.
Dear Diary, just got through with the back of the gravel pack unofficial stag stop. About mile 40 something. Had a refreshing beverage, some peanut butter pretzels, bag of chips, and I'm feeling refreshed, ready for the last 10 miles. And man, I hope they got some good food at the finish line.
Clear?
Well, all right, race fans, I'm about done. Sitting about 54 miles, just pulling into town. Beautiful Ottawa, Kansas. The banks of the Merzine River. They put on a good race today. The weather was gorgeous, which helps. The gravel was pretty fast. This was my maiden voyage on the single speed, and I gotta say I enjoyed the day. Just like riding any new bike, you gotta learn a little bit along the way. My butt hurts a little bit, but not as bad as I would have guessed. I'm pleased with the performance. The mighty Merzine, one of Kansas's great aquatic resources.
Also,
And I'm
you
done.
want to let the riders know if you want.
So we found out that Jeff Cook, gravel extraordinaire, on his maiden voyage on a single speed, has podiumed. Jeff, how do you feel?
I feel good.
This is what it likes to feel to be big time, folks.
I got it. You can look at it one of two ways. You can look at it one of two ways. I got podium, or I got last.
We'll go with podium.
How do you choose to look at it? Podium.
Podium.
Don't ever say you got last. You said podium. That's it.
Now J.R. Glenn. 329. Good job.
321.
That's a podium in my book.
Now let's point out the fact, folks, that this single speed is not even his. He's borrowing this single speed
But
on his maiden
the
voyage.
person I borrowed it from before the race told me that he's only raced that bike one time and he won the Big Sugar with it. So
It's destiny.
kind of a bronze color. It's more bronze than gold, so I think the third place fits it a little bit better than first place. So I feel it's appropriate.
Got the 100 finisher on the cross right now. Good job.
Nice.
This is the
Good.
50-mile single speed winner.
Good job.
Podium.
Good job today.
We had 2 first-time single speed races out here. Sweet event, man. That was super fun.
Awesome. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Well, let's
I'm
eat.
glad you got a ribbon.
Jeremiah. And
Josh.
All right. Bad Astra race directors. Year 2 of our race. About 160 people signed up this year, which is about 40 more than last year, so that's pretty exciting. Basically, we were asked if we were interested in doing a gravel race in our hometown, on our home roads, and we said yes about 3 years ago, and here we are. Year 2 of the Bad Astra.
Yeah. The first year delayed because of COVID. Decided to keep it going in 2021 and then rolled it right into 2022. And you know, I mean, it's probably more exciting now than it was the first year. So I mean, we're just glad to continue to keep this thing going.
Yeah, there are some absolute, especially on the 100 mile this year.
Absolutely.
There's some crazy beautiful spots.
Oh yeah.
Just things you don't think you would see unless you're in the Northeast or somewhere like that.
Trees are already changing colors. Everything's, I mean, just looking beautiful this time of year, especially with fall right. I mean, just coming right into fall. I mean, everything just looks amazing when you're out on the road. And I for one, I like to look at things because, like I said, I'm not the fastest guy out on the gravel, so I like the scenery a little bit. So yeah, a lot of beautiful spots out there on the 100 and even the 50 miler.
Yeah. So for the race, the Bad Astra is 100 miles of gravel fun. The Half Astra, which is a wonderful name, that's our about 50 miles this year. It's about 55.
Yep.
And then we have a party pace that leaves an hour after everybody else, actually headed in the opposite direction. But that's about 20. It's like just over 25 miles this year.
Those who just want to get out and ride your bike on a lovely morning, maybe not even looking to race, but just get on your bike. It's a good event to do with other people, and if you're not the fastest guy out there, I mean, it's a good thing to just kind of go out and try.
Yeah. We usually hold this event last weekend of September. Looking at the same thing next year. Next year's a little bit different, only because instead of the 4th week of September weekend, there's 5 weekends in September of next year, so it's not till the 30th, I believe. We'll also make that announcement. You can find and follow us on Instagram or Facebook. That's where we post a lot of our stuff. If you're wanting some more information, that's actually the best place to find it, best place to go to get it. All right, well, we need to do a little bit of a race recap, I guess. No better time to do it than in one of the fine establishments in Ottawa, Smoke Creations. We have gravel legend J.R. Glenn. So we finished the race, and JR was about 20-25 minutes in front of me. We're both pleased with the race, pleased with our times. It's a great day to ride a bike. The conditions were about ideal. We had about a half mile of mud, but that really wasn't that big of a deal. You didn't have to stop, did you?
I did not, but I feel like if we'd have been there 30 minutes to an hour before, the potential for hike a bike was there, but no, did not. But definitely had to slow down and easy pedal it for a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little bit slippery, but you'll have that. I've seen much worse, and yeah, it was a good course, especially the second half. I really enjoyed. Don't get to ride in the forested terrain very often, so a little bit different than the Emporia open range. So it was a fun race. We are ready to destroy some barbecue. We had a couple of delicious beers at the brewery, which we enjoyed. We saw the 100 winner come in, and so I'm ready to eat, go home, take a nap.
Cheers.
And maybe steal some beers from the back of the gravel pack's fridge.
I feel like there's some Bush lattes going to get stolen, destroyed on the back of the gravel pack's porch. at some point today. Yeah.
We're about to eat, so thus concludes our guest segments of Back of the Gravel Pack. It was fun. I would encourage you to subscribe, give us some dirty comments, either way. So, bike on. See you later.
We need more guest speakers. I mean, it's legit.